Good morning. Welcome to Weekend Warrior Pilates. It's the last Saturday of July. We'll get started in just a moment. Just checking all the devices. Hope everyone's Saturday is off to a great start. All right, let's head over to our mats. All right, we're gonna start down, lying down on our back. Go ahead and bend your hips and your knees, and then we're gonna go ahead and anchor the back of our lower ribs to the mat. From here, we're gonna go ahead and bring these arms up and overhead as we inhale, and then exhale to bring your arms back down. So we're gonna inhale, and then exhale, and inhale again. All right, one arm, and feel it stretch, and then switch, and stretch. All right, place your arms down at your sides. We're gonna bring both legs up into that tabletop position. From here, we're gonna tap down one leg, bring it back up, and then tap down the other leg and back up. So exhale and inhale, exhale and inhale. This is a really great way to work on separating your leg movements from the rest of your body. And as I'm doing this, I'm thinking about trying to keep those lower ribs in contact with the mat. All right, if you want a little bit more of a challenge, go ahead and slide one leg out, bring it back in, slide the other leg out, bring it back in. All right, let's add the arms. So we're gonna start with our arms here. Go ahead and slide the opposite arm and leg, feel a stretch, bring it back up, and then the other side, and then back up. All right, now from here, bring your legs back down. We're gonna interlace those hands, place it right behind the back of your head, have your elbows in the periphery, and we're going to curl up, bring that breastbone or sternum closer towards your pelvis, and then go ahead and curl back down. So we're gonna curl up. My head is heavy in my hands, so that my neck isn't having to do that much work. All right, we're gonna add the arms now. So we're gonna curl up, reach those arms, squeeze yourself or squeeze your thighs. Go ahead and hold that position, bring your arms back, and then curl back down. So we're gonna go ahead and curl up, reach behind the thighs, hug, and then go ahead and find the back of your head and curl down. All right, two more. Okay, now we're going to go into a double leg stretch. So go ahead and get into a really big cannonball position. Your shoulder blades are gonna be lifted off the ground. We're pulling our knees towards our chest, but our legs are trying to push out as we get started. So we're gonna start in the cannonball. We're gonna explode out, come back into the cannonball, explode out, back into the cannonball, explode out, and keep going. And I always find looking at my knees helps to engage my abs. Good. All right, last one. Now go ahead and place your feet down on the mat. From here, we're gonna go ahead and rock that pelvis. So tailbone's gonna go down towards the ground. Then it's gonna reach up towards the ceiling, or in my case, the sky. So we're gonna tilt down, and then we're gonna peel up. All right, so the next time we peel up, we're gonna imagine our spine is Amazon packaging tape. We're gonna peel that tape off of that box and then get up to the top, hold that position, inhale, exhale, peel it back down because you realize it's either not time to open that box or that box was not yours. Okay, so we're gonna peel back up and then go ahead and peel back down. Good. Now peel back up and then peel back down. So we're going to keep going, working on that segmental motion that we need for any kinds of what we call flexion or rounding of our spine. Okay, so making it a little more challenging, you can go ahead and do this on one leg, but this time we're going to keep a neutral back position. So all that's moving is that hip. We're going to go ahead and fold and unfold. Fold and unfold. Fold and unfold. Okay, 2 more. Okay, and switch. So we're going to go ahead and unfold and fold, unfold and fold. Okay, now from here, we're going to peel all the way up, raise our heels up, bring them back down. So this is working on your soleus muscle. Okay, peel back down. We're going to go ahead and roll over onto our stomach. So, let me fix the mat a little bit. From here, we're going to do variations of what's called prone press up. So start with your hands underneath your forehead. Your legs are going to be heavy and long. Your lower back is also heavy and long as you do this. So we're working on trying to get a little bit more extension out here. So we're going to peel our chest up. Try to shine that chest forward towards the wall across the room, or I'm looking at a fence. And then peel back down. Okay, we'll do 2 more. Okay, now place your arms in a goalpost position. So we're going to work a little bit more between the shoulder blades. So from here, we're going to go ahead and peel up again. Notice you can get a little bit higher. You can press your arms into the ground as you do this. And we're trying to keep the back of our neck long. Okay, last position. Arms are going to be by your armpits or your shoulders. From here, your elbows are pointing up towards the ceiling like you're a grasshopper. We're going to go ahead and peel all the way up. Now, we're going to keep those lower ribs in contact with the mat. So we're not quite going into the lower back like when we do an exercise called swan. All right, 1 more. Give it your best. This is your anti-desk sitting posture. And then come back down. Now we're going to work on the endurance and the strength of our back body. So go ahead and reach those arms out in front of you, the legs behind you. We're going to use that length to float those extremities up. Lift out that chest and see if you can swim it out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to do 2 more sets of that. All right, go ahead and wiggle yourself around, and then we'll reach 1 more time, or actually 2 more times. Stretch, lift, and then go ahead and swim it out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we'll be doing our last one. All right, reach, load up that chest, and then swim it out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now from here, go ahead and press back into child's pose. Get a really nice stretch through those muscles. And then we're gonna press up into on our hands and knees. So we're on our hands and knees here. We're gonna alternate our arm and our leg for a reach. We're gonna spiral out to the side, come on back, and then place your hand right underneath your shoulder. Now we're gonna switch to the other side, come out, back, and then back to underneath. Okay, we'll finish up this last rep on each side. All right, now we're gonna lift the same arm and same leg at the same time. So for me, my right arm and my right leg are reaching out. We're going to spiral and maintain our balance. And then we're gonna go ahead and unspiral back to our starting position. And we're gonna do the opposite side. So left arm, left leg are reaching, and then spiraling, and then coming back to the start. Okay, we're going to get into a plank position from here, so just walk those legs out. We're gonna do a little bit jumping, but if jumping's a little bit too much in this position, you can always do like a walkout, and this is a really, really good modification. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do 10 of these. It's gonna be 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, upper body, 10 push-ups. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right. So we're going to press up into an inverted V. Pull yourself back into that plank position. Press back up into that inverted V. Go ahead and pull your body back into that plank. Push into inverted V. Pull into a plank. And then one more time, pressing up into inverted V, and then back into the plank. Adjust your hands. You're going to be in a side plank position. So I'm doing a tandem position for my feet. You could also do feet stacked on one on top of the other. But we're going to lift our arm and our leg at the same time. So I'm pressing my body as far away from the ground as I possibly can when I'm doing this exercise. 2 more. All right, let's switch sides. All right, so in our side plank position here, and then lifting up, and then down. All right, nice job, guys. Okay, just go ahead and sit on your mat. Place your feet about mat width apart. We're gonna bring our arms out to the side. And from here, we're gonna go ahead and spiral around that invisible pole that's right behind you. So this is really, really great to work on that thoracic rotation. We're gonna do 2 more in each direction. Seeing if you can get a really good stretch. Okay, and the last one for my left side. Okay, go ahead and sit on your bottom, bend your hips and your knees. Grab the outside of your thighs. We're going to try to hug our knees in towards our chest again, like we did in the exercise in the beginning when we were on our backs. Your thighs are trying to push out, so you're going to use your legs. It's going to help you get a little bit more of a curved round instead of a flat tire. So we're going to go ahead and start peeling onto our backs. Slow motion. Let your head rest on the ground, and then go ahead and peel. Good. Back up. also grow behind your thighs if you get a little bit stuck like I did. Flat tire. Okay, one more. So we're gonna go ahead and peel on down. Good, and then go ahead and peel on up. Okay, from here you can straighten out your legs if you want to go for a little more of a challenge. Arms are going to start in front of you. Go ahead and peel down, almost like you're holding on some bars that are allowing you to slow down that roll. Bring your arms up and overhead, then you're going to go ahead and peel on up. Try to keep those legs heavy. You might notice that my legs want to like float on up. That is the struggle for me. And here's my sticky spot. Okay, one more. Good. Okay. So go ahead and sit on your mat so that one leg is parallel to the front of your mat, the other one's to your side. And we're going to go and do a mermaid, work on that side bend, flexibility, and also stretch. And then go ahead and go the other direction. I love this one because my lats always get stretched doing this. All right, we're going to go for a little bit more of an intense stretch. Go ahead and bring your arm up and over. Dive over the ball or the big beach ball that you have. And then go ahead and bring your arm back. We're going to dive over the side and then over that beach ball. And then come back and then up. Before I started doing mermaids, I looked like a really stiff ninja doing this. It was just, so we're gonna go ahead and switch legs. Try not to use your hands as you do that transition. Work on that hip mobility here. So we're gonna go ahead and work on that side bending while we're in this new sitting position. First, in just the one plane, and then we'll add in combinations of planes. All right, let's go ahead and dive over that beach ball. Go a nice stretch. Come up and over that deep beach ball. Good job. All right. Out, use your hands. Come up into this tall kneeling position. Try to keep your hips open, but you want to keep your ribs and your pelvis engaged. So we don't want anything like this. We also don't want your butt sticking out. So see if you can keep things open and the rib cage engaged with the pelvis. Arms are going to go on front like your Frankenstein, and you're going to lean back and then come back up. I love this exercise. It works on your eccentric quadricep strength and your ability to control your core with this movement pattern. It's also fun just to think that you're a zombie or Michael Jackson. All right. Okay, we're going to do some standing stuff. So I always like to finish my weekend warrior classes with a couple of functional movement patterns and or some plyometrics. So we're going to be doing some single leg squatting in like a wide balance type of exercise. So the first direction we're going to start with is actually one of the hardest ones. We're going to go ahead and place this other leg out in front. You can place your hands on your hips or hands out in front of you. It's up to you. But from here, we're going to try to keep that alignment of our standing leg all stacked as we slide that foot forward, almost in a pistol squat. It's like a mini pistol squat. And then back up. Okay, now next direction. We're going to imagine like this is the Y. So this is the bottom part of the Y, and the wings of the Y are out behind me. So here, we're going to reach back into that diagonal that's about 2 o'clock behind, or actually it'd be 7 o'clock or 5 o'clock behind me, and back up. And then now we're going to go ahead and reach behind for the 7 o'clock position, and then back up. Okay, so we're going to do it again. So we're going to go forward. Good. Come on back up. out, good, and then go ahead and come across. So the Y balance exercise is actually a test that they'll sometimes use to determine if someone's ready to go back to sports after an ACL reconstruction. You ideally want it to be as symmetrical as possible. Switch legs. We're going to go to the opposite side. So we're going to go down. And in this case, this is my more challenging side for both balance and also strength. Good. And then forward. Good. And then out to the side. And up. And then back. Oops. It's also really challenging to do on grass. And then back up. Okay, our plyometric exercise for today have a couple of options. So if plyometrics are a little bit much for your joints, you can always do like a squat. You can come up here and go down. This is a really good way of working on squat jumps. The other thing for working towards squat jumps, or you could go ahead and do, a static lunge going up and down. So I'm going to show you a couple of options for plyometrics. If you want to be symmetrical, you can go ahead and do your squat jumps like this. Swing those arms up in the air, get that full hip extension, work on that knee alignment. Other option, and this is the one I'm going to be demonstrating. We're going to do some split lunge jumps. So we're going to start here, arms down. Try to keep a roughly 90-90 angle and knees are not passing your toes. We're going to jump up, switch. And we're going for height. All right, good job, guys. So that's the end of our Weekend Warrior Pilates. Hope you all have a great weekend. Last weekend of July. Look forward to seeing you all next month. All right, bye.